Hi, everybody, and welcome to Yoga with Anna, your self-care doula here at PCS&M, People's Congregation of Shakers and Movers here at 63 Washington Street. And I want to welcome you all to this midweek reset slow flow that we're going to do together today. And let's see, make sure that my phone is on Do Not Disturb. And I highly recommend that when you come to your practice, all digital stuff aside, create that space and that time for you. So coming in to tell you about events, we have the midweek vibe check with Matt tonight from 6:30 to 8:30 here at, again, 63 Washington Street, where Matt brings his gift of breath work and sound healing. And it's a beautiful way to kind of like pre your bedtime routine, pre-bedtime routine. So come and explore, relax, breathe, and tune into the sounds to help your body get into a different frequency if you haven't had a chance to catch me or move your body or slow down. So, and then Saturday, so this Friday, we do not have something scheduled, but Saturday, of course, we have our Soul Saturday from 12 to 3. We have DJ Bruno Lima coming to spin some vinyl. So come on Saturday, congregate with us, tune into the music, have some wonderful conversations with amazing people, and come check out the vibe and raise your frequency with music. Remember, dance like nobody's watching because it's important and it helps. It's a form of meditation too. So come move your bodies. All right. So self-care. As a practicing yoga therapist, I have to constantly be mindful of my self-care because if you're like me, even if you're not, whatever profession you are in, you may be constantly giving and giving. Mothering is giving. Teachers give so much. And if you're parenting, dads, everyone has a tendency to give. And so in that, we have to be mindful to receive. So this practice today is for you. Like I said, see if you can place your phone on Do Not Disturb, put it away, put any electronics away so you can make this your time to dedicate to yourself. So thank you for showing up. You can catch this stream on YouTube if you aren't coming in to catch it right now. You can also follow us on Instagram. It's PCS. Can you remind me? PCSM, PCSAM?
On Instagram, PCSM Church.
PCSM Church.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. So let's slow down and come to a comfortable place on your mat, on your chair, in bed, on the couch, and find yourself on your back. Let's do that. And we'll tap into our breath and come into breath awareness and begin to settle the body. So again, giving yourself what you need today. Remember to honor your body, honor yourself, your mind and body, wherever you are today. Take a nice breath in and out and begin to follow your breath. Begin to tap into how it feels to breathe without any judgment whatsoever. As you come here and move with me, we're tapping into releasing stress, releasing any of the mind chit-chatter that is nonstop. We're also setting aside the judge, the ego, that is always ready to criticize and talk, sometimes nonsense. So tap into your heart. What is your heart saying? Move over ego and step into your higher self. So wherever you are, softening your gaze or closing your eyes, and I'll join you with me on my back. Arms by your side. Let the toes fall open and let yourself feel completely supported. Begin to feel the stress, the tension melt away through your exhales. And remember that if there's any kind of music you want to put in the background, that's the beauty of this practice and not having anything in the background. You can add the music as you listen to me guide your practice. Release the jaw if you feel it clenching. And then maybe tuck the shoulders underneath the body so that you can feel your chest open up a little bit more. As you breathe in, really pull that breath through the heels, up through the spine, through the crown of the head, and feel nice and long in your body and spine. Feel your abdomen expand as you engage your diaphragm with those deep breaths. While in your heart space, asking yourself how you're feeling today. Inviting you to come into an intention for you, for your self-care. What is it that you need? Why are you here practicing with me? And I invite you to come into an affirmation based on that intention. And that affirmation can be anything that you can tap into the rest of the week that helps you feel empowered and strong. Saying something kind to yourself. Need a little courage? Own the word by saying, I am courage. I am brave. I am love. I am loving kindness. I am grace. I am free. I am peace. Breathe in those words. Exhale, relax the body into that affirmation and intention. Feel supported by the earth as you ground your body in, relieving yourself of that excess busy energy, calming the mind with your breath, slowing down the conversation in the mind. And if at any point you feel like moving or shifting, please feel free to do so. As you breathe in, really take in that full breath till you cannot take any more breath in. As you fill the lungs up to the point where you can no longer take more air in, slowly exhale it out. As you exhale, let all that air out, relax the body as it begins to melt into the mat. With the exhale, draw that next breath in. And if it feels good to sigh it out through the mouth, you can too. Just letting yourself melt. Begin by gently moving the feet, maybe flexing and pointing, bringing just subtle movement back. Maybe placing the palms downward or flipping them back up to create this gentle movement in the body. Let's bring our arms over the head and lengthen with a full body stretch, reaching long, feeling that spine lengthen, maybe toes point. Maybe you yawn. And then maybe give a little movement to the wrists and the ankles. On the next breath, gently bring that right knee into chest. A slight tuck of the chin, flex both feet, lengthen through that right leg. Bring the shoulders down towards the mat as you gently draw that leg towards you. Nice deep breath in and lengthen again, full body stretch. Bring left knee to chest. Lengthen through that right leg, flex both feet. Nice deep breath. Come into a full body stretch again. And then take the arms into a cactus position, opening up the chest a little bit more. And bring the feet together if that feels good to you, to open up the front body. Bring the soles of the feet together to touch, and then you can flutter the legs if that feels good. And then just notice where your arms are, whether they're tight and hanging up here or completely relaxed in your body, and bringing those forearms down. Wherever you are today, just noticing and observing your body in this moment. From here, release the feet, knees come up, and gently windshield wiper. Arms can be in any position or in the same position. Take your time as you take the knees to one side and take a breath there. On your next breath, take the knees to the left side, and then just notice what you're feeling in your body. Maybe you're feeling a little bit more tension on one side than the other. I'll share with you that I think since yesterday I've been feeling like a low back on the right low back side, a little discomfort there. So I've just been noticing. So as I take my knees to the left side, I'm observing that that low back tension is reaching down towards my right hip joint. So I'm breathing into that area where I feel that tension. And then come back to center, and then we're going to take the knees to the other side and hang out there for a little bit too. Arms, if you get tired of having them appear, you can take them into a T, or you can lower them down. Do what feels good to you. You can even bring them to the body if you'd like. And then gently we come back to center and explore again on the left side. So again, with the exploration that I'm feeling in my body, although I'm taking my knees to the left side, I'm feeling less tension on my right side now that I've hung out there a little bit. So hopefully you're experiencing something similar, noticing that when you move in the same direction, maybe there's a little bit more ease. Take another breath here, and then we come back to center. Bring the knees into chest and hug into a little ball. And it's okay if you lift the shoulders and the head to reach your knees. Just gently relax the head and the shoulders as you come back down towards your mat. As you tighten up into a little ball. Draw the shoulders down towards the mat. We're going to get a hold of that right knee and lengthen that left leg down. Flexing both feet. And then we're going to gently take that knee to the right side body. I like to place the opposite hand on the opposite hip. So my left palm is gently gonna find my hip bone and gently rest there. It's a nice grounding sensation. You can place your hand on your leg if you'd like to feel that extra grounding, or just relax the arm by your side. And actually, let's take that right arm to a half T. And then we're going to bring it up to reach the sky. There goes my Band-Aid. Sorry guys, I cut myself. All right, so arm is outstretched. And then let's take it across to the left shoulder, just as far as it wants to go. And then inhale, take it back, and lay that arm to rest on the right side body. You're very welcome here to take that hand off of the pelvis once you feel you're nice and grounded, and place your arms in any position that feels good. All right, from here, let's bring that knee back into chest, flex both feet, and take that leg up to the sky. Interlace the fingers behind the thigh, and then gently, as you press the heel up, support your thigh and leg as you gently draw it towards you. Tuck the elbows and begin to bend the knee and gently bring that leg towards you. You can point and flex here. Rotate the ankle. Bring it as close as it feels comfortable to you, and then gently press that leg back up to the sky. Press the heel towards the sky, toes draw towards you. One more breath, and then hands interlace in front of the knee of that right knee, and then gently draw that knee towards you. And we'll switch through a full body stretch, extending that right leg long, and then bring left knee to chest. Squeezing in, and then allow that knee to fall to the left side, grounding that right hip. My left arm is going to come to a half T. Take that left arm up towards the sky, palm facing in. Draw a nice deep breath and then lower the arm across the body. Maybe it touches the other shoulder or just drapes over the chest. And then gently bring that arm back up. Bring it all the way back down. And then bring the knee back to chest. And then interlace the fingers underneath that left thigh. Lengthen the leg up to the sky. And then begin to bend the knee and take that leg towards you. Both feet are flexed and you're feeling that length through that right leg. Again, pressing up towards the sky. And then gently drawing that leg towards you. Tucking the elbows. And then you can do that again if that feels good. And a little movement to the ankle. And then let that right leg join the left legs up to the sky. Again, you can bring those thighs towards you. Tuck the chin if it's popped up. Nice deep breaths. All right, so we're going to lower right leg, then left leg, and reach over the head, full body stretch. Right knee to chest again, squeeze in, take that leg up to the sky. From here, take that leg across the body, just as far as it's comfortable without taking that hip all the way. We're going to start slow and gently keep that right hip grounded. And then just go as far as it feels okay. And then as you press the heel away, you're really going to feel that tension in the tongue-tied, outer thigh, in the outer quad. Nice deep breaths. You can also use a strap to guide your movement, and that way you're helping your leg, you're holding up your leg with the help of a strap. Now we're going to bring the leg back to center and then take it to the other side of the body. And you can use your hand here to help the leg as it begins to take a heavier sensation with gravity coming all the way down, right side body. And then notice your toes and where they're pointing. Point them up towards the top of the mat. Pressing the heel out. Nice deep breath in. Guide that leg back. Bring that leg back up. Squeeze in. Full body stretch. And then take that left knee to chest. Take the leg up to the sky. Lengthen through that right leg. And pull the navel in so you're nice and engaged in the core, and then take that leg across the body just as far as it's comfortable. I'm keeping that left hip grounded, pressing the heel away, and you're really getting into that deep glute area, not just the outside, but really deep in that second layer of the glute. And that's reaching all the way to the outside thigh towards the knee. Your T-band stretch. Come back to center, and then we're going to take that leg to the outside body again. Take it as far as it's comfortable. You can support it, and a strap is helpful here if you have one. Even a tie. You can use a tie. You can use a kitchen towel. And then gently come back to center. Squeeze in, and then full body stretch. So let's take the feet for a walk to the right side and take that left ankle over the right. Take the shoulders and arms to the right side as well for a nice side body stretch. And then come back to center. Walk the feet over to the left. And then the arms and the shoulders reach towards the left side. A little banana stretch on the left side. And you can take that right ankle that deepens the stretch on the right side. And then make your way back to center. Full body stretch. Bend the knees. Windshield wiper side to side just to reset the hips. And then come back to center. Knees to chest. And then gently roll over to one side. Lift yourself back up to seated. And let's come into a tabletop position. All right. Shoulders stack over the wrists. Hips stack over the knees. Feet nicely hidden behind the legs. And let's begin with circles. Take the body into a nice circular position. You might hear some snap, crackle, pops. And then let's come into a wide-legged stretch. Let the toes touch and shift the hips back. Begin to extend the arms forward and lower the head. So if you have a pillow or a bolster, you can support your head if there's limitation in the hips and you're kind of hanging out in the air. So find what's comfortable for you. You can even put a bolster or a pillow to lie on to support your body. Nice deep breaths. Use your hands here, spread the fingers wide to press the mat away and shift those hips back towards the heels. One of my favorite presses is when somebody places in this posture, places the hands on the low back and gently presses down. You can get the same sensation by gently pressing that mat away and pressing the hips towards your heels. It's similar. And then melt the heart towards the mat. If keeping the head to center is uncomfortable, you can definitely take the head to one side if that feels better for you. And then even out by taking your head to the other side. So I'm taking about 3 to 5 breaths. So your choice. If you want to hang out longer, breathe for 5 breaths. A little shorter, 3 breaths. From here, let's take the arms by our sides. You can drape them over the legs. My third eye is gently grounding into the earth. And here I am connecting with myself and with the earth. Let her stimulate your intuition and give yourself a little massage on the forehead, stimulating some of the marma points in the face. And then release the arms, extend forward, bring the hands into prayer, bend the elbows, bring those prayer hands behind the neck, behind the head, between the shoulders. Wherever those prayer hands land, walk the elbows forward, press the hips back. And remember, little micro movements matter, so just mini shifts, even of the hips, can change the stretch. A pull of the navel in. So explore your movement. Even a drop of the shoulders away from the ears. Release the hands And then gently lift the gaze. Tent the fingers here to create space between the body and the mat. And on the inhale, we're going to gently drop the heart towards the mat, and we're still gazing at the top of the mat. And then exhaling, gently rounding or finding a neutral spine. Nice deep breath in as you take the heart downward and the gaze to the top of the mat. Exhale, gently rounding in. And repeat one more breath. And then slowly walk your hands back towards your knees. Knees come back to center. Separating the feet about hip distance apart. Same with the knees, and hands underneath the shoulders. So to add to that cat-cow variation there, we're going to cat-cow here fully. On the inhale, tilt the tail. Take the abdomen down towards the earth and take the gaze up to the sky. Exhale, moving either into neutral spine or taking the chin towards the chest and gently tucking the tail. Inhale, drop the abdomen, tilt the tail, take the gaze up. Exhale, gentle movement and slow movement as you come to neutral spine or round in. Use your breath. So your movements are going to be slow because your breath is slow, because you're breathing nice and deep. And then come back to center. Circles with the body, both directions. And maybe you want to engage the shoulders here. And just move the body the way it feels good to move. You can do a figure 8 if you want. And opposite direction. All right, let's curl the toes under. This is going to feel uncomfortable, especially if you're wearing shoes, tight shoes all the time. You're going to walk the hands to the tops of the knees, coming into hero pose, and the hips are going to come to the heels as your toes are curled under. To release the pressure, lift the body up, and then drop the hips back down to the heels. Lift and come back down. 3 breaths here. If you need to adjust at any time, because the pressure can be intense depending on the mobility and flexibility of your feet, take the shoulders back, heart forward, gaze forward. 1 more breath. A nice deep breath in as you extend the arms up and lift the hips up, reach up, gently reaching back. Flip the palms, lower the hands back down to the mat, and we're going to keep those toes curled under and come into a down dog. It's helpful to point the index finger forward so that the inner elbows turn towards each other. And we're going to lift the hips up towards the sky and back, coming into Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward dog. Begin to walk your dog. Heels extend towards the mat. They don't have to touch. Untuck the chin, but the gaze is between the ankles. Pull the navel in. Head parallel to the arms. Inhale, heels high, bend the knees, and take the shoulders over the wrists and take a hover. Lower the knees, uncurl the toes, extend right leg, toes point down, bend the knee and circle the hip. Both directions. Right leg extends long, ground the toes, extend left arm, flip the palm and gently reach back. Just a reach and then an extension forward, come back, lift the leg, point the toes down, bend the knee. Gently press up towards the sky about 3 to 5 times. And then extend that leg long, extended tabletop. Last breath, pull the navel in, lengthen in opposite directions, and bring everything back to table. Readjust, circle the hips. And then left leg extends long. Bend the knee, circle the hip. Both directions. And then lengthen, ground the toes, press through the heel, reach with that right arm, flip the palm, reach back, follow the palm, bring that palm back to reach forward, and then you can take the arm back down or come into extended tabletop. Pull the navel in, square the hips to the mat, and you can lengthen the leg, or I like to flex my foot and press through the heel. Bring everything back on that last breath and shift side to side. Toes curl under, coming back into Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back and walk your feet. Walk your dog. Press the heart towards the thighs and then lift the heels, switch the gaze between the hands, and let's walk the feet to meet the hands, forward fold, top of the mat. Let yourself ragdoll here. Let the arms loose, shoulders loose. Release the neck. Sway the body if that feels good. You can grab elbow to elbow. And then release the hands. Hands come to the shins for your half lift. We're going to take 3 breaths here. Tilt the tail, pull the navel in, and draw those shoulders back. Soft bend in the knees, lengthen through the crown. Feel the length through the crown. Nice deep breath in, forward fold. Bend the knees as much as it feels good, and begin to press the feet into the floor as you roll back up slowly. Extend the arms up in the same breath as you breathe in, reach up gently, palms press and reach back, hips press forward, hands come to heart. Nice deep breaths in and out. Tension melting away. Mind is no longer chit-chattering. Notice how your body's feeling at this moment. Inhale, gently reaching back up. Lengthening and reaching back. Engage the quadriceps. And then forward fold. You could swan dive down or palms together. Release the palms at the bottom of the fold and gently bend one knee and then the other. Then inhale, press the hands on the shins, lengthen for your half lift, and exhale, plant the palms. Right foot's going to step back and lower that knee. Inhale, arms come up and reach up. Press through that front big toe. Reach back, find your cactus. Extend back up and lower the arms to bracket that foot. Okay, so we're going to do an exercise here or a movement here that is the intention is to reach and reach for the foot. So if you are already there and can grab the foot, you can go ahead and get into that posture. Otherwise, I'm just creating movement here to reach and lengthen, and we're also exercising the eyes as we flip the palms, and we can lift that back leg if you want. All right, so here we go. And option here to use a block even to lift the body up right in the instep of that left foot, or you can just tent the fingers or ground the palm. All right, so from here, that left arm's gonna lift and then gently reach forward. Flip the palm, gently reaching back, follow the palm, and then you can lift and maybe tap the foot, reach forward. Flip the palm, reach, maybe reaching, and then flip the palm, follow the palm, one more. Reach forward and come back. From here, ground the toes, curl the toes under, lift that back knee, ground that right palm, and lift that left arm up to the sky. Option here to flip the palm and reach behind you, rotate that right rib cage up to the sky. Release, reach back up and bracket that front foot. From here, ground both palms, front foot steps back, find your plank or plank variation by lowering the knees. Shift the hips back, releasing the shoulders, and then sweep forward, tuck the elbows, find yourself in an up dog or ground the knees to lift the body up and press to your down dog. Heart towards the thighs, navel pulled in, walking it out. And walk the feet to meet the hands, forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, roll all the way up. Nice deep breath in as you extend the arms up. Arms come up, palms touch, reaching back, press the hips forward, hands to heart. Inhale, reach back up. Reach back, press the hips forward, and begin your forward fold, bending the knees, coming all the way down. Release the hands, crown of the head towards the earth. Inhale, hands on the shins, lengthen for your half lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Left foot's going to step back. And here we are in a low lunge. Ground that back knee. Inhale, arms up. Reach up, reach back, find your cactus. And then reach back up, lower the palms, bracket that front foot. Again, you can use a block to lift the body up, or you can just ground that left palm. From here, nice and tall, I'm going to just tap my fingers as I reach my arm up, and then reach forward, ground that left palm, flip the right palm, reach back, and maybe tap. You might be a little bit more flexible on one side than the other, and that's perfectly fine and normal. Flip the palm out, reach back, follow that palm, flip the palm back and reach forward. One more, reach back, and then reach forward. Bring that hand back to bracket that front foot, curl the toes under of that back foot. Inhale, ground that left palm and reach that right arm high. Option here to flip the palm and reach behind you. Rotate that left rib cage up towards the sky. Release the arm and lower it back down. Front foot steps back. Find your plank and lower the knees. Shift the hips back. Extend long. Inhale, shift forward and sweep the body up to up dog. Press to your down dog. Walk it out. And then walk the feet to meet the hands, forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, hands on the shins for your half lift. Lengthen through the crown. Pull that navel in and tilt the tail. And then let's root to rise. Reverse swan dive. Arms come back up to touch. Reach back. Tone the legs. Hands come to heart. Take a breath. All right. Nice deep breath in, arms come up. Reach back. Swan dive down, forward fold, straight spine. Bend the knees a little bit for your forward fold. Inhale, hands on the shins. Exhale, plant the palms. Left foot's going to step back, and you're going to pivot that back foot so it's parallel to the back of the mat. Front heel aligns with the instep of that front. Front heel aligns with the instep of that back foot. And windmill the arms up. There is your Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. So your gaze is over those right fingertips. Spatial awareness as you take a peek back at that back arm to see where it is in space. Let's flip the palm, that right palm, and reach back, lowering that left arm, maybe reaching behind you, coming to that reverse warrior, and coming back to Warrior 2. So I saw something in class today, and I think it helped some people feel comfortable about taking like a wider step than they're used to taking. And what I observed was, so two things. One, your front knee likes to turn in with a weakness in the outer quad. Sometimes it likes to do that. So you want to align that always on top of the ankle. Now the observation was this, the knee over the ankle in Warrior 2 can look like this, right? Well, I said, if you have the space for the knee to go over the ankle, that means that you have the space to take the stance a little wider. Why? Because then you're not going to want to lean so much forward, because then your body's going to lean forward. And the wider you take the step, the less that knee is going to go forward over the ankle. So that's kind of a nice way to take a look at your stance. Safety in your stance is that front big toe is going to plug in. So if you feel wobbly, press through that front big toe. And then that back outer edge of that back foot is going to also press in. That's also your anchor with the strength of the quad. If you're not using the quad, your knee's going to bend and you're going to feel wobbly in the posture. All right, so let's go back. Warrior 2, come into your reverse warrior. Nice deep breath in, and then exhale, come back to your Warrior 2. One more reach. Back for your reverse warrior. Come back to your Warrior 2. And let's do side angle. Right elbow or forearm onto the right thigh. Reach over with that left arm. Nice deep breaths. And then from here, bring that arm up towards the sky, that left arm, and slide that right hand down towards the ankle on the inside of that foot. And then come back to your Warrior 2 and windmill the arms. Down, bracket that front foot, pivot that back foot, front foot steps back, drop the knees, shift the hips back, sweep it forward, up dog. Press to your down dog. Lift heels, bend knees, switch the gaze between the hands, walk the feet to meet the hands, forward fold. Hands on the shins, half lift, and root to rise. Come all the way up. Palms touch, gently reaching back, press the hips forward, hands come to heart. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach back up, reach back. Swan dive down or just forward fold, hands in the center line. Inhale, hands on the shins for your half lift. Exhale, plant the palms. This time, right foot's gonna step back, pivot to the back edge, parallel that foot to the back edge of the mat. And then we windmill the arms up. So another way that you can go up is by placing the hands on the thigh and lifting the body up, and then taking the arms out. All right, so from here, I'm going to turn it around so my back's not to the camera. And realign. Front heel aligns with the instep or heel of that back foot. All right, so here we go. There's that lean forward. Take it back. I can take a little wider step. Soft shoulders as arms extend. Spatial awareness. Take a peek at that back arm. Ground into your anchors and inhale. Flip that left palm and reach back for your warrior. Reverse warrior. Come back to your warrior two. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, warrior two. One more, you got this. And then come back. Left forearm on top of left thigh. Reach over with that right arm. Then take that right arm up to the sky. Slide that left arm down. Extended triangle. Lift the body up. And come back to your warrior two. Windmill the arms down. Front foot steps back. Lower the knees. Shift the hips back. Come into a tabletop. Take the knees wide. Child's pose. Shift the hips back. Extend the arms forward and take a couple breaths here. Lift the gaze. Slide that right arm underneath the left and rest the head on the right side. Switch, slide that right arm forward. Left arm slides underneath the left, underneath the right, and then rest the head on the left side. So left arm slides under right, rest the head on the left side. Gently lift the body up so you can slide that left arm back. Shift the hips back. Walk the hands back towards the knees. Knees come closer together. Shift the hips to one side. Swing the legs around. Find the center of your mat and either meet me on your back or take the knees and balance and then bring yourself to your back. Squeeze into a little ball. And notice now, if there's a little bit more flexibility, tuck the elbow, tuck into a little ball, draw those shoulders down towards the mat, release for a full body stretch. Right knee to chest, bend that left knee, take that right ankle to the top of the left thigh, weave the hands through the legs, interlace the fingers underneath that left thigh, flex both feet, and gently pull. Tuck the chin, draw those shoulders down towards the mat, slowly and compassionately. Keeping the legs right where they are, extend the arms into a T, and then take the knees to the right side body. Take the gaze to the left side. Coming back to center, release that right leg, left ankle, top of right thigh. Weave the hands through, interlace the fingers underneath that right thigh, flex both feet, and gently begin to draw that right leg towards you. An option here, you can take the leg up to the sky if that feels good, or bend the knee, or both. And releasing, arms come back into a T position. that right foot lower so you can take the knees over to the left side. Take your twist, gazing over to the right. Last breath here, and then come back to center. Release the legs. Take a full body stretch. Arms anywhere that feels comfortable to you. Take your legs up to the sky. Then slowly lower the feet down to the mat. Windshield wiper side to side. And coming back to that butterfly position, soles of the feet together. Maybe the arms over the head this time, reaching for the elbows. And then gently releasing, legs come back up. Come to a T again and gently take those knees to the right side and then to the left. Bring the arms by your side, a gentle lift if you want to come into a bridge. And you can walk those feet back a little bit more and then lift again. And then lower back down and extend the legs and find yourself in your Shavasana, whatever position feels good to you. Arms by your side, legs in any way that feel comfortable to you. You can bend the knees. You can take the feet wide if you'd like, and take the knees inward. And if it feels good to take the arms over the head, you can do Shavasana just like that. Nice deep breaths as you reconnect with your intention and your affirmation. I am free. I am love. I am courage. I am supported. I am grounded. I am stress-free. If at any time you want to adjust and extend the legs, you can. Bringing your arms by your side if you'd like. Let's bring the knees into chest, and you can lie here in Shavasana as long as you'd like. If you're ready, take the knees into chest, rolling over to your right side and cradling the head. Just for a moment, you can even ground the third eye. And then walk your hands to lift your body back to seated position. Hands at the heart to close class. Join me in bringing our prayer hands to our third eye to remind us to think kindly and compassionately. To our lips to speak kindly and with compassion, and remembering to speak those affirmations to ourselves and to our hearts to remind us to live fully with intention through love, joy, inner strength, inner wisdom, compassion, lots of courage, and lots of grace from my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you